We are referencing the book of Judges, chapter 16, verses 16 to 31. Sometimes it may appear as though we are speaking against someone in the body of Christ. But just as Delilah's ministry was to humble Samson, God uses us to humble vessels that have become so puffed up so he can restore purpose. But some of us choose to be puffed up unto death, right? Although the Philistines were having the idol gods and Samson was blessed by the Lord with a special strength, he was using it for the wrong reasons, the wrong purposes. So God allowed Delilah to do what she did in order to humble Samson. His suffering was the price he had to pay for being puffed up about his gift from God. And at Samson's renewed state of humility, he cried out to the Lord to at least allow him to avenge the Philistines for his 2 eyes that they dug out. And the Lord restored Samson's strength right at his point of death. Nobody walked out of there alive. Samson unalived, as we say these days, everyone by pulling down the pillars of the house. The entire structure fell and there were millions of people there waiting to celebrate Samson's defeat. In verses 30 he said, "Let me die with the Philistines." Before bowing with all his might, he held on to the pillars of the house and bowed with all his might, pulling down the structure. That is the strength that God had given Samson. He did not want them to walk out of there and celebrate his defeat, and the Lord granted Samson that request. The favor of God was restored unto Samson before he went on to be with his Maker. And if he had humbled himself long before, he may have lived for more years. God blesses, but he also judges. We love to be blessed and highly favored, but we need to also be aware of the judgment of God. And I believe this is why the book of Judges is named Judges. That is some judgment unto death. But he restored his favor at the point of death. He restored Samson's favor. And it worked out in the favor of God as well, because the Philistines had idol gods. They had their lords. They had their idol gods. So God destroyed every one of them using the strength that he has given Samson.